Welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode 15. Excuse the lighting in here. It's dark and it's raining outside and I'm trying to get the lighting right, but you know, I only have so many lights in the kitchen. So I hope you can see me because today we are making a staple dressing. I'm all out of my yummy Asian dressing, and this week I'm going to make one of my other staples that I got from Natalia Rose's book, and she calls it Liquid Gold Elixer. And it's a great dressing, and you can use it on everything. And the best part is that it keeps in the fridge for over a week, and you use it as a base to create all kinds of other things besides just using it as a topping on your salad. So let's get started on our Liquid Gold Elixir dressing. This morning I was going to make my juice, and I knew that I was going to make this dressing today. So I threw a bunch of lemons into the juicer, and then I just put my lemon juice in the fridge until I was ready to do this. So I have 1 cup of fresh lemon juice. I'm actually doing half of the recipe that she has in her book. I don't know how many people she's feeding in her house, but that would make enough dressing for like 50 people. So anyways, I make half of it, and that's enough for a week for me, and then if somebody else wants a little, but mostly just I eat it. So 1 cup of fresh lemon juice, and then I took 2 small cloves of garlic. You could just throw these in any blender. It's fine. You don't need a high-speed blender. And then I minced up the ginger already because even though this blender would do it up pretty smoothly, I just like to get it minced. Just in case, you know, in any blender, the little things get under the blade and they tend to not get the consistency that you intended originally. So about 1.5 tablespoons of freshly minced ginger. And then some raw honey. Now, I always do my honey before other things so that I could reuse the spoon, because obviously once I have poured anything into my measuring spoons, I won't be able to dip it into the honey. But after I put the honey in, I'm going to do the soy sauce, and I'll be able to pour that right into the spoon. So, about 1.5 tablespoons of honey. You could do more. You know, if you blend it up and decide you want it to be a little bit sweeter, go ahead. I bet there is a much nicer way to wipe the honey out of the measuring spoon, but I don't, well, probably like a little mini spatula. All right, well, forgive me, okay? I don't have one. So good, this honey, this raw wildflower honey, loco, love it. Okay, then we're going to do the same amount, 1.5 tablespoons of organic soy sauce, or the Tamari, which again is a wheat-free soy sauce. I tend to buy that one in honor of my friend Brooke, because she doesn't eat wheat. So about 1.5 tablespoons. Now, Natalia Rose says that if you make this dressing correctly, it will be the color of gold, hence her name, Liquid Gold Elixir. Okay, so that's it in there, and then the next thing we're going to do is I have 3/4 of a cup of cold pressed olive oil. Whenever I tell you I'm using olive oil, I'm always using cold pressed. So just look when you're at the store on the bottle, it'll say cold pressed. That sometimes it'll say first cold pressed. That's good too. That just means when they press the olives to make the oil, you're getting the first pressing, the first oil that came out. Because second, third, fourth, fifth time around, it's hot, it's getting heated, and so being raw and wanting the most nutritious olive oil to get the benefits from it, you want the cold pressed olive oil. So there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it up, and while I'm blending it, I'm going to slowly pour in the olive oil, mixing it all up. So here we go. This won't be too crazy loud because I'm not going to turn it on super high. And now that I'm learning how to have some mad editing skills, I can always cut something out, right? Okay, drizzling in. Blend for a little while. Not too long. I can see the color is changing. Once you put in that soy sauce, it got kind of dark. But as it's blending, it really is turning into a more honey-colored or golden color. smells so good. It's such a great combination. And, you know, when you're using it, you can always add other spices in if you want to jazz it up in different ways. So I didn't know exactly how much I would make. So I have 2 jars. And I'll just fill these up. And what I will do is I'll put a little piece of tape on the jar with the date. Especially when I have more than 1 jar. Look at how gorgeous this is. Isn't that beautiful? It's so good. I'm going to the produce store today in a little while. I'm excited because I haven't been. I used every single thing except for a half a cantaloupe and that piece of pepper. But guess what I'm going to have for a snack today? Gotta use it all. Okay, so this made, oh, I don't know how much it made, but look, a jar and a half of dressing. Really, really good dressing. Try this. It's a great thing to keep in the refrigerator because it's light, it's fresh, it's got great flavor, and it's so much better than buying a bottle of dressing at the store. So thanks again for watching. It's a High Raw Life. I will see you soon.